Hello. I we were working on this table yesterday, so today we are just going to start with the interpretation here, and then tomorrow perhaps we are going to continue from here. So this might just look simple, but there is one of the technicality that I had to discuss for documenting purpose. So in values above, it says for 45 uh, rupees, 41 pesos is the defining value here. This is the defining value and the rest are the derived ones. And from there on, all the remaining prices of sugar are calculated. Now these the prices 190.18 pesos, 475 rupees point 44 pesos. These are calculated ones based on this price that we picked from the report of the one of the sugar opinion reports, April to April 2020, 2018. Yes. So, and the second point is here the difference in price of per kg sugar from cost mills report for making sugar and actual cane price shows that it is more than indicative price set for 40 kg of cane. It may indicate either better cost management or better cane variety. And this is very technical and complicated, I can say. Now, what it is saying the difference of price per kg sugar. So this is the 45.41 is the per kg sugar price for for the canes that are required to make per kg sugar. This 45.41 price. This one. So this price, the difference, and this was reported in the cost that mills had actually incurred. One of the mills had actually incurred for making per kg sugar, and the cost of cane was 45.41. And when you compare it with the actual cane price here means 45.50, which is derived from 182 per 40 kg indicative price. So we found the per kg price with reference to this price. It was 4.55. This here 4.55, and then we multiplied 4.55 with 10 and we got 45.50 price for 10 kgs of cane with respect to 182 for 40 kg of cane. And then it says it is the difference, it is more than indicative price set for 40 kg of cane. It may indicate either better cost management or better cane variety. Now if you observe here in this table, the prices here 45.41 is less, the actual per kg price in comparison to the actual cane price with respect to the indicative prices that we have set for the cane. But if we compare this price 45.41 and then 190.18 pesos for 40 kg, but the actual indicative price is 182. That means the cost with reference to this price is increased to 190, whereas the cost as per indicative is 182 at 40 kg. Now, with all this increase, it means if we calculate uh, with reference to the canes, if we calculate 45.41 divided by 10, we are going to get 4.541, and then when you're going to divide 4.541 with 40, you're going to get 181.2 something that we are just going to discuss right now. So those prices are going to reduce if we pick this cost of cane price and multiply it with the quantities of cane actually. But here these prices are derived from the with reference to the sugar recovery rate of 10.47%. That was also in the report. So, and how what these prices would indicate that perhaps the increased amount that is showing here, let's say it's 190 and 182 here, that could mean perhaps when the sugar cane is crushed in large quantities, or when the sugar is made in large quantities, the prices begin to appear in huge difference amount. And that difference amount does not mean in terms of monetary tangible difference amount, but perhaps in terms of cost savings. And cost savings in terms of that they might be using, have purchased a better quality of the cane. So because the quality of cane data is not available, so and these are derived from sugar recovery rate. So whenever the prices are derived like these from sugar recovery rate, let's say 10.47%, and the cane variety is not available, so that may induce error in the data. So that is what we need to be mindful of, and hence for here we are going to consider the prices that are with reference to the per kg cane. This is the defining price, 45.41 per for making 1 kg of sugar, and it would require 10 kg of canes, right? So with reference to this, we are going to find the price for 4 kg of sugar. For 4 kg of sugar, from this 45.41, we are going to multiply it with this number. Now what is this another number? It's A396. So let's say this is the number 395 and this is the number 396. So what you did, how you found out this price? So let's just do the calculation here for the understanding. You are going to multiply this with the no you're going to pick this price and you're going to multiply it with this price. So this one here is with reference to this one. So if I just expand it here more so it is visible. So if I just add a column here. So this price here is when you multiply per kg price with 4 kg, you're going to get the price of 4 kg of sugar for cane, the amount of cane it is going to cost. And then when you multiply the same per kg with the 10 kg, you're going to get price for 10 kg. And then when you're going to multiply the same price with 100 kg, you're going to get the price for 100 kgs of sugar in terms of quantity, but actually that will be 1000 kgs of cane. This price is for 1000 kgs of cane, which is required to produce 100 kgs of sugar. So I hope this is, and these numbers 180 after 45.41, 181.64, 454, these are less when you compare it with these numbers. It is 190.18, 475.44, 4754.43. So these numbers are with reference to the sugar recovery rate 10 point, in consideration of sugar recovery rate 10.47%. And these numbers here, these are in reference to the quantity and the quantity of canes and the sugar that we just had explained. So therefore these numbers and this difference that we discussed in the video, this difference is intact, for which we calculated and did these calculations here for understanding purpose. So going forward, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change these numbers here with reference to the cane. Now how they came here with reference to the sugar recovery rate, I'll just try to explain in a bit. See, this was a table we worked on. So it is the main number 45.41. It derived 1 kg of sugar, but it is 47 grams as well. Why? Because the recovery rate is 10.47%. So when we try to find out the price of 4 kg of at 40 kg of cane, how much amount of sugar is going to produce. So we are going to multiply 45.41 with the 4.188, not just with the 4. Now this with the additional number 188 grams, this is also going to make a difference and give here 190 instead of 181, increasing the price from the indicative prices of 182 per 40 kg. And here this 4.188 kg of sugar is derived by multiplying 10.47% of sugar recovery rate with the 40 kg of cane. So that is how we got the 4 kg, and these are the initial derived numbers. And from these sugar quantity derived numbers, we got these remaining prices for making quantities of sugar. So, and this is just in a specific reference of 10.47% sugar recovery rate, and this is the only reason we are not going to consider these numbers that we were just discussing. So here I have just picked the same numbers, and these are in reference to 10.47% sugar recovery rate, so we are going to change it. And these increased numbers are just only telling us that either the cost management would be better, or the mills are crushing the cane of better quality. And since it is not benchmarked, the data is not giving, so we really could not tell what perhaps is conclusive. So point number 38, but when small numbers are escalated to higher quantities, the price difference exceed, making the sugar mill sort of more profit. So same here, this sentence can also be thought of as a premise, because we do not know the quality of the cane and cost efficiencies of the mills as yet. As a benchmark, not even a single entry that I have come across. Yes, the data is there, cost per kg of sugar and the quantity of the cane, indicative prices, but still not the precise data. So that leaves a bit of space for the error when we try to make hypotheses or conduct, you can say, conclusions. So point number 39 says, though at this stage with these numbers it cannot necessarily be interpreted that sugar mills were benefiting until the actual numbers, that is quantity, prices and supply chains, are determined. So this sentence just says what this sentence did not. So it is saying this cannot necessarily that they were really benefiting until we have the actual data, and mentioning the quantities, prices and supply chains are truly determined, because that also causes the difference in prices. So here next I will be mapping, and here the data here for sugar produced is with reference to sugar recovery rate of 10.47%, that is 4.75 and 190.18. So I'm going to change it to the kgs and the data for kg with reference to the kgs of the cane and the sugar in absolute numbers and not in grams. And I have explained in one of the previous video why would that not be suitable. So let me just read the points here and we are going to conclude. Notes, it says cost of cane per kg sugar is defining number. Here that was 45.41. So it may remain same, but when calculated with reference of sugar recovery percentage, more or less, then it would indicate savings accordingly when compared to cane prices with reference to indicated prices that we have just discussed. Since not all numbers are available, some are derived and some derived from those already derived numbers that we have just discussed, the conclusions cannot be made conclusively, but it determines the whole phenomena, processes and price management. So that was all for today, and thank you so very much.